up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Philo. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're new, turn on your post notifications bell because you don't want to miss any of my videos. We are on the road to 30 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on. We are one away from 20 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel and like and share. Help a brother out, you know what I mean? Before we start this video, go subscribe to my editor's YouTube channel, Aiden Wrestling. I'm going to put his link in the description below. Go check out his channel. His content is beyond amazing. He deserves 900 subscribers, and he wants to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but he first wants to get to 900 subscribers. So subscribe to his channel now. Pause this video right now and go over to his channel. Drop a subscription to him. It will really make his day. In today's video, as you saw in the title and thumbnail, it is gonna be what if I booked WrestleMania 37. Most of you guys know, most of us know that WrestleMania 37 is finally, well, first, unfortunately, it's not going to be WrestleMania Hollywood. It's not going to take place in Hollywood like it was supposed to be. But it's going to take place at Raymond James Stadium. It's the same theme as last year, which I hope. Blinding Lights, my intro to the channel, it's gonna be the theme song. I hope Blinding Lights returns to WrestleMania, becomes the theme song, and hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be Blinding Lights. WrestleMania 38 is gonna take place in Dallas, Texas, and WrestleMania 39, yes, we're gonna have to wait 2 years for it, but I'm hyped up for it. WrestleMania 39, Miz is going to win the Royal Rumble, and we're going to finally get The Rock versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship even. But we're going to have to wait 2 years for that, and today's video is going to be, what if I booked WrestleMania 37, which is this year, and this year's WrestleMania is finally happening at Raymond James Stadium in Florida. And it's going to finally have fans in attendance. Thousands of fans in attendance. No, it's going to be limited fans. I'm guessing it should be limited fans because Corona's still happening, that stupid virus. But I'm glad that we're finally going to have something. Like last year's WrestleMania was at the Performance Center. It was garbage. Not that garbage, it was nice. Drew McIntyre won, and not towards the show that it was garbage, but it was an empty arena show. That's why it was garbage. But the show was decent, the show was nice. So, let's talk about 9 or maybe even 12 matches that I would book for WrestleMania 37. And yes, WrestleMania 37 is too big for just one night. It's 2 nights once again, like last year's WrestleMania, but with fans, and finally it's going to happen at the actual Raymond James Stadium. So, I'm going to talk about the 2 World Championship matches that I have booked at the end of the video, but let's talk about the Tag Team Championships first, and let's talk about the Women's Tag Team Championships first. So the Women's Tag Team Championships, I would book in a Fatal 4-Way ladder match, having the current Tag Team Champions, Charlotte Flair, and the Empress of Tomorrow, the 2 title holder, the Raw Women's Champion, Boring Champion, Asuka, defend their titles against the Riot Squad, Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, and Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, the Boring Flex team. If they didn't do the flex, then I would be fine with them. But that flex is terrible. They should never do that flex in their entranceway. Anyway, so in that match, it would be amazing. It's going to be a ladder match. The titles are up above the ring. But for the winner of that match, I would have the Riot Squad finally fulfill their destiny and become the tag team champions. They're going to take the titles over on SmackDown Live, taking a championship off of Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw, please go back to 2 hours because we need it in 2021. Alright, that's one of the matches that I would have at WrestleMania 37 this year in a banger match, in a slap-worthy match. Second match I would book is for the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match. Big E, the Intercontinental Champion right now, defends against the former Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, the two men that are in feuds. Well, Sami Zayn isn't in a feud, but he has the shirt still, so he still is, on his mind right now is still having the Intercontinental Championship. So, triple threat match is necessary for me to book for WrestleMania 37 this year. We would have an Intercontinental Championship match, triple threat. Nothing on the line, maybe. No, nothing, stipulation for the match. It's just a triple threat match. Maybe have Big E still retain the title over there, and have him have Sami Zayn and Apollo Crews maybe butt heads for a little bit in that match, having a feud between them and leaving Big E alone, having Big E go into more and more feuds, probably that SmackDown after WrestleMania. So the third match that I have listed is for maybe not for the United States Championship, but it could be for the United States Championship. I wouldn't care if it's for the United States Championship, but I'm saying if Brock Lesnar returns at the Rumble, we all know that Brock probably won't win the Royal Rumble because he's not signed with WWE. But if he does come back at the Royal Rumble, maybe because we know that Bobby Lashley is in the Rumble, and we know that Bobby Lashley won't win the Royal Rumble. Same with Brock Lesnar, he won't win the Royal Rumble. Probably we'll see maybe Bobby Lashley eliminates Brock Lesnar from the Rumble, or vice versa. We have Brock Lesnar eliminate Bobby. We have Brock eliminate Bobby at the Rumble. Vice versa gets irritated, and then that's how the feud starts. If let's say Brock Lesnar doesn't come back at the Rumble, we can have Bobby defend his title against Jeff Hardy or Matt Riddle, say. But let's focus on Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. We'll have Bobby versus Brock at WrestleMania 37, and maybe have Brock Lesnar win the United States Championship at WrestleMania 37, having the feud continue after WrestleMania. So the fourth title match that I have for WrestleMania, or what I would book for WrestleMania, is the Raw Women's Championship match. Now, we all know that Asuka as Raw Women's Champion is terrible. She's a terrible Raw Women's Champion. Yeah, we know that they had her for the pandemic. She was Raw Women's Champion for most of the pandemic. But I have 3 women in mind that she would defend the title against. We have Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. We have Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, would be 100% interesting. And we have Asuka versus Becky Lynch. Now, Becky is debatable. Probably she won't return in time for WrestleMania because she did get birth to Ruba, I think her name is. Congratulations once again to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. But if Becky Lynch returns in time for WrestleMania, maybe even in time for Royal Rumble, probably not in time for Rumble, but if she comes back, she's going to win the Raw Women's Championship. Now, the one that's more probably going to happen is Asuka versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, either way, if it's Asuka versus Alexa, Asuka versus Becky, or Asuka versus Charlotte, Alexa, or Becky would win the Raw Women's Championship. Because we need 2021, we need a new Raw Women's Champion for sure. All of these 3 matches would be a banger, absolutely. A rock solid match. So I wouldn't care if it's Asuka versus Charlotte, Asuka versus Alexa, or Asuka versus Becky. Now, in the Women's Tag Team Championship match that I talked about earlier, we could have Asuka turn heel on Charlotte and cost them the titles, or Charlotte turn heel on Asuka and cost them the title belts. Now, the 5th title match that I have is either the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks defend against Bayley, or defend against Bianca Belair. Now, if it's Bianca versus Sasha, Sasha would win to further on their feud, and that's how their feud would start officially. Or we can have one final one-on-one match between Bayley and Sasha Banks. Probably not, but Bayley versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, because obviously Bayley isn't done with Sasha Banks. That's all I have for that title match. Now we have a singles match, which we do need some singles match in WrestleMania season, WrestleMania 37. So what I put down is King Corbin versus Rey Mysterio. It could happen one or two ways. We could have a singles match versus between King Corbin and Rey, or we can have a 2-on-1 handicap match, King Corbin and versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio, having Rey Mysterio or Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio beat King Corbin in a banger match. Now, the next match that I wrote down that I would love to see, actually, that was going to be in the thumbnail, but it's all fine. The thumbnail is sick. Anyway, we have Edge versus Randy Orton, one final match. Now, we both know that Randy Orton is in a feud right now between The Fiend and Alexa Bliss. We all know that. I know that. But, we know that Orton still has beef with Edge, and Edge still has more beef with Orton, besides his feud with The Fiend right now. So if Orton versus The Fiend doesn't happen, then it's gonna be Edge versus Orton, one final match. And we're gonna finally have Edge win at WrestleMania to finish off that feud. Now, if it's The Fiend versus Orton, that would be interesting too, because as I learned, because Monday Night Raw, this Monday, I did not watch Monday Night Raw. It's my first Monday Night Raw that I didn't watch in a long time, but this coming up Monday, I'm going to watch, because it's the last Monday before Royal Rumble already. I can't believe it. Yes, I know. Comment down below. I can't believe that January is almost over. The first month of 2021 is almost over. But let's get back on track. If Orton versus The Fiend went down, I would probably pick The Fiend winning over Orton, because Orton won at TLC, didn't he? So I would pick The Fiend winning at at WrestleMania. And we could also have Orton versus The Fiend. Alexa Bliss is in a sharp cage up above the ring, and The Fiend can't get to her. So that match would be amazing as well. So the another singles match I have is, we all know, after Royal Rumble, the Kevin Owens Roman Reigns feud over the Universal Championship is gonna be over. But that probably means that the Jey Uso and Kevin Owens feud is going to start. Like, him only. Them two only, not including Roman Reigns. So I would probably have Kevin Owens win or Jey Uso win. Um, Probably Jey Uso, because he hasn't won any matches. He's only there to, hype up Roman Reigns and to make Roman Reigns feel like the strong champion, the champion that we have on SmackDown Live. So I would probably have Jey Uso win over Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has redemption that Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania, and have Kevin Owens win there. And now let's talk about the Tag Team Championship match, the Men's Tag Team Championships. So the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, I would have them defend probably... Who do we have on SmackDown? Who are they in a feud with right now? They were in a feud with the Street Profits. But who else is a tag team on SmackDown? I can't wrap my head around it. But Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, probably I would put them with the Street Profits again, because I can't seem to remember the tag teams on SmackDown, and have Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler retain their tag team championships there. And talking about Monday Night Raw tag team champions, the Hurt Business, probably I would have them defend their titles against the Lucha House Party and have the Hurt Business win there. Or maybe even have them defend against Retribution, have them win there. Either way, I would be fine with it. And one final singles match before I talk about the World Tag Team World Championships. I would have Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali. If Mustafa Ali wins, Ricochet must join Retribution. If Ricochet wins, then the Hurt Business has to stop bugging, has to leave Ricochet alone. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let's talk about, that would be a banger match. Obviously, it would be amazing. Alright, so let's talk about the two World Championship matches. First, let's talk about my man, the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. I believe that he should defend his title against John Cena one-on-one at WrestleMania 37, my bad. But before we talk about John Cena versus Drew, let's talk about Drew versus Goldberg. And we already know that Drew is going to win 100% at the Rumble. End of discussion. And Drew goes on to WrestleMania, defends his title against John Cena, and you can have the storyline talk about John Cena's 17th title win that he needs to get. He wants to beat Ric Flair and to be above him and to have finally achieved his final goal in WWE. Maybe not his final goal because he needs to become Intercontinental Champion before he retires. But we would base the storyline off of his 17th title win, World Championship win, and I would have Drew McIntyre beat John Cena and retain his championship. But the night isn't over for him because Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz, comes out, cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Him, not John Morrison, himself cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and then wins the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre. And it's still good for Drew because he is stronger than ever, beating John Cena one-on-one. And it's good booking too because it sets up Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Drew McIntyre and The Miz feud officially. So that's going to be amazing. It would be amazing to me because I called it. And let's talk about the final match that I have. So we have Roman. We either have Roman versus Daniel Bryan, which is more accurate, or Roman versus Brock Lesnar. If Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar isn't gonna happen, we have Roman versus Brock, and we could have Paul Heyman in a sharp cage, and we have to win that match. We have Paul Heyman holding the Universal Championship, and then you have to climb a ladder to retrieve the keys of the sharp cage. You have to unlock the sharp cage and get Paul Heyman down safely. That's how you win that match. It would be good. It would be a good wrestling match, and it would be good booking too, because we had Roman work with Paul Heyman as the tribal chief, and we had Paul Heyman work with Brock Lesnar as the client. And it would be a great match. I've been talking about it for a long time now. And the more accurate one, we have Roman versus Daniel Bryan, which would be great too. And although probably I would write that Roman would win at WrestleMania and defend his title successfully, I would have Daniel Bryan win the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, to give Daniel Bryan his final title run in WWE, because we all heard him. It's his final run in WWE, so it would be perfect for all of them. Anyway, guys, that was all. I covered every single match that I wrote down. What do you guys think of my fantasy booking? Is it good? Is it thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle? Fist emoji. Comment down below, because I really want to know. Comment down below what you think is going to happen at this year's WrestleMania. Once again, I am disappointed that WrestleMania Hollywood isn't going to happen this year. But let's look on the upside. We're getting fans. We're getting the Raymond James Stadium. And we're getting 2 nights of WrestleMania 37. So I can't wait. I'm gonna be hyped up even more if my matches most of my matches are gonna happen at this year's WrestleMania. The matches that I really wanna happen is Drew vs. John Cena. It would be a fire match, and Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. We could have Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble, finally going on to WrestleMania, achieving his dream, winning the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns, defeating Roman Reigns, the only person to defeat Roman Reigns. And even if it's like a couple weeks that Daniel Bryan holds on to the Universal Championship and then have Roman Reigns win back his title a couple weeks later on a SmackDown episode, it would still be good for Daniel Bryan because he finally got his last title reign in his last WWE run. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications bell because you don't want to miss any of my videos. Comment down below what you guys think of my fantasy booking. Thumbs up, thumbs down, fist emoji. Comment down below what your fantasy booking for this year's WrestleMania. Comment down below what you guys think of the 2 nights. Too big for just one night, and I don't even know if they're calling it that like last year. What do you guys think of WrestleMania Hollywood being canceled this year, and we're gonna have to wait 2 years from now? And what do you guys think of WrestleMania 38 being at Dallas, Texas in the AT&T Stadium? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications bell because you don't want to miss any of my videos. Go subscribe to my editor, Aiden Wrestling. He would really appreciate it. Get him to 900 subscribers by the end of January if you could. If you can't, get him by February if you can. Go subscribe to him right now, even if you don't have an account on YouTube. Go check out his channel. He would really appreciate it, and I would really appreciate it because I'm helping him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. See you guys in my next video. But until then, peace. Love you guys.